everyone, it's Daphne from Scrap and Create, and we're going to continue working on the latest album, which is Fashion Forward. And we're going to get started on July. So I am going to sit down. So while I was away, I went ahead and did a couple of things to help speed up the rest of the book, since we are kind of repeating the pattern over and over. I went through and I double checked my trims, and I went ahead and pieced together the color blocking that I'm going to do inside this flap, just to save some time. So I went through and did it 6 times together with you guys, so I figured you can do the next 6 on your own, no big deal. So right now I am just laying it out, trying to decide which side this flap is going to be on, and I think I've planned it this way, and so I need to figure out where this image is slightly to the right. It is very, very slightly to the right, but I am going to go ahead and have it be on the right hand side like so. But just looking at the image, she's almost dead center, but slightly to the right. So we're going to go ahead and install it on the right. So now that I know that, we can go ahead and get this flap in. I'm just doing a quick dry fit, and it looks good. So I went away and had some dinner, and it's getting a little cool here. So I put on some warm pajamas. I don't usually work in my pajamas, but I am tonight. It's starting to feel a little bit like winter here finally. Just in time for Thanksgiving, right? Okay, so let's see. There we go. That's in. All right, so now this is going to go on this side. I had to keep moving my trash can because Nala kept coming in and digging through it, so it's actually under my feet now. And I'm not used to locating it there, so I'm getting the tape backing off and having to look around for the trash can to dispose of it. Okay, there we go. Actually, I didn't get that in quite straight. I'm going to lift it off and reposition it. It's not quite all the way to the bottom of the page. It's close, but not quite. I'm going to use my spatula. This will help. Take the card out. And it's lifting off pretty nicely, mostly because I haven't burnished it into place yet, right? There we go. So I'm going to pay a little more attention to this corner as I'm laying it down. There we go. Much better. Okay, sorry about that little setback there. Okay, we're ready to go. So I also went back and resized all my pockets. Something you need to do for each page, but I've already done it for mine. And again, you want to place your monthly pullout in, and then also measure this, and then you're going to trim the top or bottom until it's just right. And you're going to do that before you install it in the book, because you can't trim it once it's installed. Okay, that's in. And so I know that this is going to go here, so let's go ahead and lay it in. And it's actually a little too tight. So I'm going to take a sliver off the edge. Just took a little off the edge here. And you can see I've joined these two pieces of paper, and then I added this trim in between. Okay, that's it. So this goes in like so. So again, I'm only placing this here because I'm trying to decide which panel I want to have exposed, which side of this panel I want to have exposed. And you know what? Oh yeah, that's right. And I already added the trim here too. Okay, I think that's gonna look good. Okay, so that's side A, and this is side B, and I definitely like this better. So we are gonna go with this side down. I'm actually gonna turn the pattern this way. Okay, then I've trimmed out this piece to go over here. And I'm just gonna put a little piece of contrast in here so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. And then the other thing I decided is I am going to cover the back side of this. Oh, you know what? I just did that and I forgot to put my magnet down. So I'm going to pull this up real quick. Oh my goodness. I need to hurry. Oh goodness. Sorry about that, guys. Got to get our magnets in. Okay. Well, I stepped away and I kind of lost my flow. All right, so let's figure out placement. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we know it needs to be below that line, and over there we go. Okay. Okay, now we can lay it down. Sorry about that, guys. Do this one more time. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice. Okay, now we can lay down our large mat here. There we go. This will go in like so. And then I've got these pieces of paper. There's enough paper to come back and trim out the back side of these. It's not long enough to go the full length of the paper, but I am going to come back and add these coordinating pieces. So you can either do that now or set aside the paper like I'm doing. And then you'll see my choices when I go through the actual walkthrough. But right now, as I'm going along, I'm sort of setting aside this piece so I don't cut into it for something else. Okay, now we need to place the card. And I want to make sure I'm exposing plenty of her because that's what I like. Okay. And I just put a little pencil mark here, and I'm going to check to make sure it's even. And it is. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to place it within these traced lines. And the reason I'm doing that is because I want to know where to start my glue, and so by doing that, I can put a little bead of glue on either side. And then I just know to go down from here. So from that point down, and this point down, and then across the bottom. Okay. And then we're good. And then I always like to flip it open and look and see if it looks straight on both sides and make any small adjustments. before completely pressing it into place. Okay, that's July. And here is August. Actually, before we go to August, let's go ahead and tuck away all of our bits for July. So let's go ahead and stick everything in this pocket. And we'll come back and we probably won't use all of it, but we'll pick through these and decide how to embellish the page. And I can't remember. Yeah, this one had the ephemera cards. Okay, so now we're on to August. All right. So here's our pocket. So I'm checking to see. So again, there's my center line and she is slightly to the left. So that means the 4.5 by 8 flap is going to get installed to the left. And then this is going to layer on top like so. And then this will be right here. So that's the current layout plan. So let's go ahead and get these two flaps in. So the pocket flap for August is going on the right hand side. And let me just make sure that it is sealed on the right end, and it is. And let me test it one more time before I adhere it to the book, because you can't trim it once it's in, and it's perfect. Okay. Okay, and now the 4.5 by 8. Okay, there we go. All right, so this will go on the inside. The inside. This goes on the top. These are cut aparts. Go like so. And then on the flip side here, I think we've got this like so, and then this is going to go in the pocket. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this down. And then before I glue that down, we need to place our magnet. So we'll set this aside. Go ahead and add this. So now I want to decide which side I want up. Do I want the green or the solid? And this is our ephemera card, and I think that's a little too dark, so I think I'm going to go with this side, like so. Okay. Okay, so now we've got most of the loose pieces fastened, so we can go ahead and figure out where to mark this. So that we can place the magnet. And I think I like that. Okay. All right. So with that done, you can go ahead and put in the centerpiece. Oops, that's not right. This is what goes in there. Okay, now we're going to figure out where to put this. Okay, so I'm looking for something that'll match here. And I think I'm going to trim out a piece of green. Maybe not. Maybe. Don't have. These are all prints. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm going to put here, so I'm going to leave it blank for now. And I'll come back and pick something out for that after I've kind of gone through the rest of the pages and see what scraps I have left. So I had picked out some to go with the other papers, but I didn't glue them down because I'm kind of waiting to see what's left. Some of them I might have to split and share between pages. Just want to make sure I'm putting this in the right side. Yeah, the right orientation. There we go. There is August. Looking lovely. So I'm going to stash all my cut aparts in here, and we will use those later when we embellish. And I'm going to cut this one in half. Okay, that is the end of, let me double check, August. Okay, when I come back, we will do September, October.